the few of the tabs that are open.
Welcome, game is live.
I do have to say that the names do matter.
So you think.
They do. They matter.
Where did you post, Steph?
The wine page.
All right. A lot of people posted apparently today. Someone's trying to communicate with me.
All right, Travis, are you around?
Yes.
All right, good. So, who would like to tell us what happened last week?
Let's see. Caitlin mounted a 1 fox rescue attempt. And
did it happen?
We stuck to tradition. It worked eventually. We stuck tradition of ordering takeout and then rescuing our friends. We also had a conversation with ghosts, one of whom is violent and wants to smash things.
I don't think you really had a conversation with that guy.
I didn't.
Eddie had
Eddie
a conversation with the ghost. And there was a nasty one nearby that seems to have followed him.
It's almost like he has ghost speaker or something.
Yes, it's almost as though that trait is finally becoming prominent. Sorry.
Oh, Eddie. Are you enjoying your time in the sunlight?
It's almost... Yes. Yes. It's almost as though his traits are coming back to haunt him.
Ah! All right. What is your refresh?
3, so I need a chip.
There you go, Eddie. It's
Oh,
like one of the
what the bloody hell? Hold on. Give me a second. Let me go see. There we go. Finally, Roll20 is working. I think.
Heather, take a breath and calm down.
There we go. Sorry, I was about to go yell at my brother. I'm sorry. Can I have chips, please?
How many chips do you need?
2.
How many chips do you need?
Can I have 5?
What's your refresh?
1.
All right.
Please.
You don't get 5, no.
Well, let's see. How could you get 5? Felix the Fox de Esposito kicks down the door. The police find you because you broke into all these locks and they have videotapes of you. Maddie's angry at you for some reason. You did something crazy, so animal control is here too. And Lee and Serena want you to pay their debt back. Now, with interest. All at the same time. No? Terrible idea? Is this why I'd make a terrible GM?
No, I mean they're good. They're good ideas. Don't think they're going to happen right now.
Oh, I should probably take my chips and then I can go to the potty. All right. I'll be back.
So, while we're waiting on Heather to go to the potty, Steph,
Yep.
where is it you ran off to after the assault on the police station?
Probably home.
By home you mean Maddie's?
Yeah.
All right, you will arrive on the scene at some point because you spent a good long time there.
I know.
So, Eddie.
Yes.
You are standing
And a ghost wraith thing is there. Hmm. Is it trying to eat my soul, or?
Give me 1 second, and I will tell you.
All right, no problem.
So, sorry. I just thought, I'm like, I should have this. Yes, I should. That's what it looks like. And so, I'm getting what it looks like.
Okay.
Really? You really want to freeze on me, computer? Don't you know I could end you? So there. Probably without the little heart thing in the center.
Okay.
It's a Care Bear?
Not a Care Bear.
Are you sure?
I mean, it's
Back.
probably more of a misty white ball of, well, mist.
Okay.
It's a mistake.
What did I miss?
Nothing. Well, you missed something, but your character missed it too.
Of course she did, because there's nothing I can do. Oh, well.
Roll me lore.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
You
Let
can
me
do
open
it. Just don't suck at lore.
I don't suck at lore, actually. I believe my lore is 3.
Well, then suck better at lore? I don't know. I think last time you got a negative roll, so you still couldn't see it.
Yes, I was right.
Girl
My lore
negative
is
on
3.
alertness,
Okay.
but she sensed it with lore.
Ah.
Aha!
Oh yeah. As you look around, you feel the air get colder, and you can and your breath condenses into fog, and you can feel that there's some sort of there's a somewhat familiar malevolent presence over by the car. Not familiar as in you know it very well, but it feels like something you felt earlier this night. The hooded head turns its head and looks at Eddie.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
And it dives right for you, Eddie. What do you do?
I roll out of the fucking way.
I think that's our athletics.
That sounds very accurate. Okay. Ah, good start for the night. Okay. Let's start with a chip. I'm a paranormal investigator. I've dealt with angry spirits before. I'm going to increase that to a 4.
All right. So, as it dives at you, You feel its claws rake against your body. And you take 1 point of mental stress.
Okay. Okay. I'll take my 1 mental stress box.
Oh, wait. Question. Is the only thing you were doing in this... what is your alertness?
2 plus 2 versus surprise.
+2. Well, this isn't surprise. This is initiative.
Okay. Yeah, it's just initiative.
It's 1. So you're basically going at the same time. Are you trying to attack, or are you just trying to defend against this thing? Because there is an option that has actually never been used by any character before, because most people may not know about it, of doing full defense. Full defense, you can always do nothing active in the exchange at all. Your character is assumed to be concentrating entirely on defense. As such, any defense rolls made to avoid attacks or maneuvers are done at +2.
Oh, yeah, there it is. We're on the actions thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I like that option.
All right. So here I'm going to ask, do you want your chip back, or do you want to keep the chip up top to completely avoid the attack?
I'll keep the chip to avoid it completely.
All right. So it comes at you, but it's fast. It is faster than you, but you have to move less than it does. So a quick spin and a duck and a dive out of its way, and it just misses you. It stops and it turns around. Tabitha, what is your alertness?
+1.
+1. You just saw Eddie roll to the ground.
Okay. I'm dropping into a fighting stance.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of a preparatory kind of one. I'm pulling out the lighter, and I am paying attention to this fight, trying to catch any glimpse of this thing and give Eddie any pointers that I can give. I am using my stunt.
Your stunt?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to focus my lore, my alertness, and use my stunt to try and read what's going on to give Eddie any leg up that I can.
What is your stunt?
Because of her extensive martial arts training, all right, as a result of advanced training, you are able to recognize many styles of martial arts. Using fists as a knowledge and perception skill focused on unarmed fighting, this enables you to make assessments and declarations related to the fighting styles and fighting culture using your fist skill.
All right.
So basically, she can analyze the ghost's movement and give you a leg up if she can see any fighting that's going on.
You can't see the ghost.
Well, she's trying to.
All right.
She's trying to read it.
Here's what I'm going to ask you. Do you want to try to sense the ghost, or do you want to just give Eddie tips on how best to stand to be able to dodge quickly?
Okay. I think she'd probably be able to give Eddie pointers rather than trying to see a ghost that isn't there. So yeah,
totally
she's going to pull a Master Hector Torres and give him a fighting lesson.
All right.
Which is about the most help that she can give. I'd like to eventually tag one of his aspects, but for now, I'm good.
All right. So, Tabby, I need you to roll me fists. You're looking for a 3. You're looking for a 3.
Okay. There you go. Have fun staring at it.
All right. All right. So you have the aspect advice from Abby.
Cool.
Tabby.
Tabby, you're right.
That's okay. Abby can give him advice too.
All right. She has an aspect on you. Stance advice from Tabby. All right. So you see the wraith basically swirl around. It's coming back at you. What are you doing, Eddie? Remember, you have one major action, and you can do supplemental actions. However, supplemental actions usually reduce the roll of your main action by 1.
Okay.
There are also free actions that you can have that it's anything minor that you can do in any way that does not in any way impede the main action your character is taking.
Yep, I was considering that.
Yeah. Assessments and declarations can be supplemental actions or free actions.
Depending on what it is, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I would like to declare that less than a block away there. Actually, what time is it? Sorry, what time of the day is it? Night?
Yeah.
Shite. Yeah, probably fucking closed then. And yeah, Tabitha is not a burglar person.
Not usually.
If only there was a player character here who could burglar things.
If only.
Cough, cough. My idea was to declare that there was a hardware store nearby, and Eddie would go for the rock salt there. But other than just breaking through the glass and getting a possible warrant, as in being caught on camera breaking into a store, don't really want to do that.
How late is it?
I'd assume fairly past sundown, like probably past the closing time.
I mean, like, ghosts only come out at, like, dark, and you've already talked to one ghost before that.
Okay. Wait. Okay. I would like to declare that can I declare that we were forgetful and did not lock the door to Maddie's apartment, and assuming that she, like, summons demons and shit, maybe she has supplies for dealing with this?
How far are we from Maddie's apartment? Maybe I could declare that we are
You are just outside her apartment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's why I said we're at her car outside her apartment.
Yeah,
Oh.
you guys parked at her apartment, I'm assuming. Unless you want to say you parked a block away.
That's right. Yeah, I remember the scene now. We had just left and were going to drive off, and I was debating the Illuminati having my car. But then we are attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Fire Nation attacked. Okay.
That's it. I'm out.
Really?
Caitlyn's not going up against the Fire Nation. You need an Avatar to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Well, I hope the good old boys in blue at NYPD are up to the challenge. I mean, they do have firearms, but okay. So yeah, Eddie is going to try to change zones. He's sprinting to Maddie's apartment.
All right. That is athletics.
Okay. All right. At least I have consistently bad rolls.
All right. That'll get you inside, but you're still gonna have to take the attack because
Okay.
he's gonna if he sees you going, it's an easy thing for him to adjust and strafe past you again.
Could I possibly
So-
tag the aspect Tabby gave me
What for?
to, well, being in a stance that would ready me to sprint better? It does increasing the roll by 2.
Yeah, but it's not gonna avoid you getting this attack. He
Okay.
goes at the same time you do.
Okay.
So you're all basically acting at once. None of you have the advantage. So as you sprint for the apartment as he gets there to race you.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Well, I'll use that when he attacks instead. Okay. Or maybe I won't have to.
You get to roll defense, which is another athletics roll.
Okay. All right.
No, you're totally good.
By now, Eddie is sort of snapped out of
All
his
right,
initial
you get to the door.
frightenedness and is in the groove of paranormalness. Sorry, go ahead.
All right, you get to the door. Unfortunately, the door is locked, but you see an open window on ground level.
What's Tabby doing?
Abby is following you.
All right. So Eddie has done his thing. The ghost has done his thing. Tabby, it is your turn.
I'm following Eddie. Trying to help him find what he's looking for. Or, help him get to where he's going. Since I can't really see whatever's attacking him, I just know there's something dark attacking him. The most I can do is help.
Can it be a free action to yell at Tabby to unlock the door or something? All right. Is Maddie actually at her apartment at the moment?
No one's home.
Okay. Shit. Eddie will try to yell to Tabby, get inside the apartment somehow, unlock the door, break the window, or just get in. And get salt.
Okay.
forget how thresholds work on ghosts. Eddie would probably know that. I could roll.
Sure, roll me lore.
Okay. I'll have to spin a chip on it. But... Damn it.
You are in way too much of a panic to think about anything like that right now. Your adrenaline is pumping, your mind just isn't working right, unfortunately. I mean, I suppose you could make a tag and...
No, it's okay. Okay, so Tabby, I have yelled at you to get inside the apartment somehow and get salts.
Okay. And in Heather's head, so I'm going to run this past Travis. In Heather's head, there are two ways that Tabby could do this. One, she could melt the doorknob. Two, she could try picking the lock. Now, number two will eventually lead to number one if it doesn't open. Because we all know how Tabby works.
I'll destroy
I think it's best to...
property.
Huh?
No destroying Maddie's property.
Tabby would leave her money for a new doorknob. So I'm gonna go with number two until eventually we have to go to number one because number two pisses her off.
Okay, the other option is possibly calling Sean, or rather, why can't I remember? Riley. Riley would probably be equipped to deal with nasty wraiths.
Probably.
You could also do that.
I don't know how fast she'd be able to get there, though. That's why that's like option 3.
They might try to rush if you just say, "Hey, Eddie's being killed by a ghost. Please help."
Did I roll high enough on my lore to know that it's a ghost, Mr. DM?
I'm sure Eddie's told you it's a ghost.
Yes, Eddie is definitely
Okay.
it's a ghost.
Only problem is, we currently do not have cell phones. Unless the GM will let me declare that I have a spare on me.
Nope.
See, we currently do not have cell phones, so that plan's not going to work. Remember, Travis, we roasted them I roasted them last game?
Oh, yeah. That was a good idea.
You're the one who wanted to ditch them, dude. So I obeyed and melted them. So we don't have phones. So that's not an option. Unless we can get into the apartment and use Maddie's phone. Assuming she has a landline. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to pick...
Remember what I said about the apartment?
No.
It's locked.
But...
No one's home.
There's an open window.
And there's... No, I thought
Okay.
it was a closed window.
How visible is that open window?
You see it. I declared it.
No.
You see it.
No. How visible to other people is that open window?
Front of the house. Front of the house.
Okay, so that's not an option.
That's not how Eddie's thinking.
No, Travis. I was thinking of asking the DM if I could, say, levitate to help me get through the window. But also rolling into someone's open front window is never really a good idea.
I assume there's a screen that we'd have to like cut through or whatever.
Well,
No, it's open.
yeah, I was about to say no. You could undo the locks, but the locks for screens are on the inside.
There's
Well,
no screen.
We can just go in.
May
Eddie
I?
just want to go through the window.
Yeah, may I climb through the window?
Sure.
Okay.
Roll me athletics to get through
Or
the
Tabby's
window.
doing it, yeah.
Hold on, let me check
Yeah,
what my athletics
unfortunately,
is.
Eddie, you said you were going for the door, so I'm like, all right, let's see if this thing's locked. And I'm like, it's a plus. Oh, it's unlocked. It's a minus. The house is locked tight. If it's a 0, unfortunately, the door is locked. But you find the way Kitlin gets in. Kitlin, you obviously go through a window.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, you're able to worm your way inside. Not being Kitlin shaped, you knock a few things over because you're in the shop area.
Okay. I begin looking around for salt.
All right. You can do that next turn because you just got through the window.
Okay, yeah, I got through the window. I'm up on my feet, and I'm searching around for salt. Just looking around for, like, cabinets or something.
Eddie, it's your turn.
Okay. Eddie is going back to full defense.
Full defense. All right.
Yep.
Ghost. Attack.
Oh, you did a ++3. So it.
All right, that's 3.
Yep. Boo.
Is that with your +2 from full defense?
No. So it's a 3 in total.
It's a 3. All right. So you have a free tag if Tabby will let you have it.
Free tag on what?
That's right. Stance advice from Tabby. May I use that tag for free to dodge the ghost, Tabby?
Yeah. You can use that,
Of course.
or you could take 1 point of mental stress.
Of course you can.
Yep. I think I'll use the tag and avoid it.
It's Abby giving him free advice to try and help him in a fight that she can't really help in.
Yep.
All right. So
No, we just have to ask for formalities for the rules.
Yeah. You're good on free tag in that.
Oh, I
right.
used the 1 free tag, so now I have to actually spend chips on it.
yeah, in the future you will have to spend
Thank you.
chips on that. 1 free tag. All right. So you full defensed. Tabby, you are inside. You're looking for salt. Roll for me investigation.
Okay.
And are you searching the store, or are you trying to go back upstairs for salt?
I'm gonna start searching the store, thinking like a store that it's a store that sells like magic-y stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Thinking that they might have salt lying around because it's something magically useful. Hold on. Investigation, right? Okay. I'm having issues tonight.
All right. You are digging through things. Oh, question. Are you being subtle about this and not trying to make a mess of the store?
Yes.
All right. Good. Then you are not making a mess of the store, and I am not giving you a bonus to the roll.
Okay.
Because like going around and going,
Actually, no. Eddie's in trouble, so she might actually be tossing the store. But not between, complete wreck, but like she's not looking too gently.
All right. Let me. You are not half weighing this. You're either wrecking the store, and I'm giving you a +1 to your rolls, or you're not wrecking the store.
I'm not wrecking the store.
Okay, good. I mean, you're obviously disrupting things because any search disrupts things. But if you're like, nope, 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 you're probably finding yourself checking things multiple times because you forget you checked that thing. Eddie, your turn again.
Okay. Let's see. Should probably not bring the ghost inside. Crap, more laurels. I probably should not have chosen 0 lore for a ghost speaker.
Yeah. Hey,
There's
I'm
so
a dragon
close.
and I have lore 3, dude.
Well, you're a dragon. Dragons are supposed to know those things.
Yeah, her grandfather did kind of bury shit in her head. Anyway, back to your turn, dude.
Yeah. Eddie, I guess as a supplemental or free action, Eddie would like to rack his brain for other things he can advise Heather to get that would be anti-ghost in this
Abby.
situation. Sorry, Tappy.
All right. Give me a lore roll.
Okay, I'd like to spend a chip.
All right.
High concept. Should be pretty obvious.
Yeah. I mean, magic, iron, anything supernaturally made to affect ghosts would probably be good.
Okay, yeah, so he'll shout that to Tabby as well. Iron, Tabby. Find some
Right.
iron. Iron and salt.
All right.
Iron. What would I roll to know the metal composition of a tire iron?
Probably too steely, but I don't know. Not my call.
I'm just asking Brandon if I would know the metal
Craftsmanship.
composition. Huh?
Craftsmanship. It would be a craftsmanship roll.
I don't have that shit. Let's try.
Eddie, ghost attack, ghost attack, ghost attack, ghost attack.
Okay. No, was that a full action?
Admittedly, you can't do, you can do something else in your turn.
Okay, I guess it can't be full defense because that's like literally
Yeah,
nothing. Okay.
Yeah, you unfortunately did something else, so you can't do a full defense. But
yep. I'll do a moving towards the window then, not going in, but just moving away from the door because I believe I was still standing there.
That's a supplemental action that doesn't do anything. You have other stuff. It's fine.
Okay. I don't think there's really anything else I could do at that point.
I mean, you can establish a block if you can declare how you're establishing the block. Oh, you also know the power of faith is something that usually keeps ghosts away.
Okay. Yep.
But you've got a ghost attack of 5. This guy's not messing around much anymore.
Ah. Okay. Rolling forward. Huh, all
And
zeros.
that would be 2 mental stress if you don't spend a chip.
I can take 2 mental stress and save my chip for now. My last chip.
So you feel for the first time the claws of the ghost enter you and go through you. And it's an assault on your mind more than anything else.
Yeah, that's bad.
All right. So Eddie, you still have an action this round if you want to do something.
Yes. Can Eddie attack the ghost with something?
What would you like to attack the ghost with?
I don't know. Yell at it? I don't think there's anything you can really do to attack it now, just sort of asking. Let's see. But I could try to set up a block. Again, I don't know how I'd block it either.
I mean, you could use athletics as a block to try to say, I'm running around.
So that'd be a block against the ghost hitting me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You also remember, it's doing mental stress
Yes.
via physical touch. So you could just try to wall off your mind.
Okay. I think Eddie will probably have better luck trying to run around by... Yeah, I'll try to establish a block by block against it touching me by just running around and trying to fake out and dodge it.
All right?
Roll for athletics.
-1. Because of your supplemental action because you're trying to stay close to the window.
All right. That's a built-in -1.
Right. So you've got a block of 3 on his next attack.
Okay.
It is the next round. So we're going to have the ghost go. That's a 3. You get to roll defense still, so roll your defense. Yeah, just. I mean, it's running around. It's able to like sort of match and go with you, but as it matches and go with you, you make a juke and it completely whiffs.
Ha. Get on my level, scrub.
And things start seeming like it is very upset.
Good.
Are you actually screaming, get at my level, scrub at it?
Yes.
Nice.
Actually, you know what? I'd like to roleplay that as Eddie pumping himself up. I like to use a maneuver, make that a maneuver. Wait, no.
All right.
Yeah, that's my move.
All right.
Establish the aspect pumped up Eddie.
What skill would you like to use to establish that?
Bravado.
That could be performance. That'd probably be a terrible, terrible mistake on my part, but it probably performance either matches either that or intimidation, sort of, since he's sort of yelling at the ghost.
Yeah, it could be that you're trying to goad it into acting rashly.
Yep, that too.
Or it could be you're trying to use your conviction to, like, I can do this.
Yeah,
No.
I think conviction works for me. Yeah.
All right. Conviction, that will make it a personal aspect. You're going to only need a fair.
Okay.
Actually, we're looking for an average. An average, a fair will make it a sticky aspect. An average will make it a fragile aspect.
Okay, I got an average.
Average. So it is a all right. Pumped up, Eddie, fragile. Tabby, it is your turn.
I'm still looking for salt. Now I'm looking for iron, too.
Roll me an investigation roll.
Okay. That's better.
Right, 2.
It's better than
You
negative.
don't find salt, and you don't find iron. However, what you do find is a box called Spirit Repellent Charms. They look to be dream catcher things.
Can I roll lore to see if I know if this would work?
Sure.
Okay.
The disembodied voice of Eddie echoes in Tabby's head. Damn it, I'll take anything at this point.
All right. I mean, anything could work. You're not sensing any magic from these.
Okay. Am I by the door that Eddie's near? Or is he near
Eddie's
the window?
near the window.
Near the window. May I pass one of these out to Eddie?
You can do that next turn.
Okay.
Because you've already done your main action, so...
And my secondary action was just me thinking about the thing that I had found, seeing if it would work.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a free action. I'll say that that's a free action, and you're looking at these things like, maybe.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Admittedly, you can do it at... All right, so that's actually, I think, the end of the round because everyone's gone. So, Tabby, if you want to go first in this round, you can.
Yeah, I'd like to run the thing over to Eddie and be like,
All right.
found this, maybe it'll work, I'll keep looking, and dodge back into the the room.
So she tosses you a dream catcher, I'm guessing. It lands in your hands.
Okay.
Eddie, it is your... Do you want to go, or do you want the ghost to go?
I'll go.
All right.
I will attack with the dream catcher.
All right. How are you doing that? Are you holding it up and trying to force it away?
Yes, that's what I was thinking of. Be gone, foul spirit.
Thou
Roll.
shall not pass.
All right, that would be a use of conviction.
Okay.
Betty, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you believe this thing should work?
I would say Eddie believes that it might work.
All right. I'm going to ask you another question.
Yes.
Do you believe it will work enough to give yourself the aspect sitting duck?
That's not a good aspect.
Fragile aspect just for this turn.
And Eddie will...
Eddie, question.
Huh?
Question.
Yeah.
I asked you a question. Do you believe this in this thing enough to
Yes.
give yourself the aspect fragile duck just for this turn?
Yes.
Sitting
I
duck?
said yes.
All right.
And Eddie would like to spend the tag on Pumped Up
All
to
right.
boost that to a 4.
Is there any other tags you'd like to give this?
Yes. Eddie is a... I just do the height concept. Eddie's seen a exorcism or 2 in his day. He knows how the general things go.
All right. So just Summers, paranormal investigator.
I could also say he's, as a well-off weirdo, he's weird enough to think this will work.
Sure.
But yeah, that's my only chip. So
Oh, that's your only chip left.
yes.
Okay. So
It's a 6.
6. So
I just
Pumped
gave
Up-
Eddie a chip. That was for Eddie,
Oh, okay.
in case
What
he
do you-
needed it.
What are you tagging?
I'm tagging, he's just strange enough with all of his poofy hair that maybe this will work.
No. That's not a valid compel. What are you tagging to try to get him to do things?
Is you have to use my aspects to make me act in a certain way. For yeah.
I don't know.
There's your chip back then. Admittedly, if you want to think about it, you can.
I'm not entirely sure.
Steph, do you have any ideas?
Not really. I'm sorry.
All right. Are you paying attention, or have I lost you?
I'm sorry, I distracted her. I apologize.
All right, stop doing that. And so no ideas. Okay, never mind. Eddie, you don't get another chip. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
Just throwing this out there, you could use my high concept to berate me. I'm supposed to be a paranormal investigator, but I'm getting my ass kicked by some random ghost.
I could, but I'm like, you already tagged that. I'm like, can I tag
Do
it
it.
again?
You could tag Kathy Price's boyfriend, invoke my, invoke Eddie's love for her and say, hey, do it for Kathy. Don't get ghost murdered.
Yeah. I mean, that's something Tabby would say, probably.
Or remember your training.
Well, he got a -1 anyway.
Though, I'm not sure that'd be a compel.
Admittedly, the one that would have worked best was Outcasts Unite. Get Eddie to stand and fight this thing.
Yep.
Alright. Anyway, so, Eddie, you hold up the fake as hell charm. And you just... No, that thing has absolutely no fucking magic power. Because the thing you guys are forgetting is that this is a shop run by a shyster selling shit that isn't actually magic to idiots who are dumb enough to believe it is.
I know.
But Eddie,
not that part.
you hold up this charm, this spirit charm that you've remembered seeing in that shop as hell, and damn it, there is a belief in you. And do you know where the power of faith comes from?
Yes.
It comes from inside. And you had enough faith to stand your ground, making yourself a sitting duck, and let this work. Because otherwise, you would not have gotten this to work. All right. No, you needed to actually put yourself in harm's way in order to get this thing to work, but you did it. And you throw your power, you can feel it building up inside of you, channeling through this item, and you can almost see it start to glow. Almost like the medallion you had. The medallion that Tabitha stole from you. I should have been tagging you, Shiny. Oh well. Anyway. So, you see this light come out, and it hits the ghost, and the ghost just recoils like, ah! The ghost is offering you a concession right now, alright?
Yes.
It will go the fuck away, and you do not follow it.
I graciously accept this.
Alright, everyone else okay with it?
Sure.
Thank you.
Alright. So, Eddie, you are standing there with a symbol of your faith. Your faith in the supernatural. Because it's real. Because the truth is out there.
Yes.
Because you're a paranoid conspiracy theorist. Because you're the closest thing we have to a true faith character in this game. Because you have faith in the unknown and the unknowable.
That is actually amazing.
Mm-hmm. Go, Eddie!
Yes. Someone said so, Eddie.
All right.
I said go, Eddie.
Oh,
Heather
go
said go, Eddie.
They said
Tabby-
so, Eddie. Okay. Sorry.
Tabby, please roll me lore.
Okie day.
You feel what happened outside. You don't see it. You feel it.
I hurry over to the window.
You see Eddie there. The terror dread is way diminished. There is peace. There is rightfulness in the world. As Eddie stands there with the
charm thingy?
Totally fake
Yes.
Dreamcatcher.
totally fake Dreamcatcher. could not be more bullshit, but your faith in it is what gave it power. I was expecting you to go, I'm going to swing it at it like a weapon, and I'm going to go, it's totally not going to work, you know.
Go, Eddie.
No, like, you picked just the right way. Evidently, you would have gotten a chip for that, because that would have been an aspect coming to bite you in the ass. Yeah. Unfortunately, his things are fake. Oh, fuck. Anyway.
Go, Eddie. Did we get it? Or did you get it?
Roll me alertness.
Okay. Oof.
All right. You had been entirely too distracted during the fight to notice the car. Nondescript, Crown Vic, parked other side of the road. Wasn't there when you pulled in. Is there now.
Oh,
there
shit.
are people inside of it. People wearing what looks to be sunglasses at night. People who just kind of recoiled a little bit and are now looking at you. And you see the car door open, and you see someone step outside. Mr. Denton. That was quite some work there.
I'm not sure Eddie knows how to react at this point. Think of the SpongeBob scene. Mama, 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 mama.
It's all right. We aren't the Freemasons. We don't have to worry about that.
Well, but who are you?
That's not necessarily at liberty to say. Yet. They walk over, guy reaches into his pocket, like he's about to pull something out. Eddie, what do you do? Like he reaches into his jacket pocket, like inside his duster.
Ah. So yeah, he's gonna
This is not the guy in the driver's seat. This is the guy in the passenger seat got out.
Okay, are these the same people that took Sterling?
It looks like the same guy who took Sterling.
Yeah, Eddie is going to you're like, whoa, what are you doing? Let's just stay calm. Don't need to get violent.
He goes, he laughs and pulls out a business card.
Huh?
He walks over and hands it to you. Just a name and a number.
Eddie thoroughly inspects the card, holds it up to the sky in the moonlight.
It
tries to make sure it's thin and that there's not a chip inside, basically.
It looks absolutely normal. There could be a chip in some. There is some like reflective decaling thing work on it. You know, there could be a chip in it. Could be RFID. Might be GPS enabled. You're not quite certain. Like, but you know, they hand the card over to you and goes, "Have you ever thought about serving your country?"
Oh boy. Well, yes, actually. I try to serve my country by revealing the truth to those who will listen.
Yeah. There's not a lot of people who listen, though, right? Most people just think you're kind of weird.
Well,
I mean,
yes.
I'll bet even that girlfriend you got doesn't totally believe everything that you've seen, everything that you know to be true.
Well, yes.
How would it feel to be surrounded by people who didn't think you were crazy for the things that you've dealt with, the things that you've seen?
That'd be like a lifetime dream fulfilled.
Well, all you have to do is give that number a call and let us know you're interested.
Just call.
Just call. I mean, if you tell me right now, we can put you in the car, promise nothing's going to happen to you. You're free to leave at almost any time until we really start telling you things, but you do know there will be a point where there's not backing out.
Okay.
Let me ask you something. How friendly were you with the mage?
I mean, I kind of knew him. It'd be nice if nothing bad would happen to him.
All right. All right. I want to apologize to you for how we had to treat your friend, but he did attack us.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Like, didn't even know about him, and then all of a sudden he's throwing his weird eye stuff at us. Well, unfortunately, you learn not to take that. You can't let anyone from the other side think that they can push you around, because there's a lot of dangerous people over there who, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
I hear you.
I wouldn't worry too much about him. He plays his cards right. He'll be out soon with a brand new job. If not, well, I'm not certain I like his chances.
Well,
But
he always seemed to be the rational and type.
But I'll tell you this: if you're there, you decide to come with us, well, then allowances can be made. Maybe he gets back to go his own way. Maybe we forget that everything ever happened.
The truth is out there. Makes Eddie really want to go with these guys. Even though he still thinks they're Illuminati.
All right, so let's see. Things at play. You are a ghost people speaking paranormal investigator. Oh, actually, well, you're a paranoid conspiracy theorist.
Yes.
Who they are about to say, you can come down the rabbit hole with us. The truth is out there. You are, however, you are Kathy Bryce's boyfriend and a student of Hector Torres. I think those could come in. You're also a well-off weirdo. So how do you see all of those aspects kind of pulling on you? Because we have to talk about them right now.
Okay. Yep. I think the conspiracy theorist in me probably really wants to go with them to sort of find out who they are and what they're up to. Is also afraid, though.
Yeah, I could see that one going either way.
Same.
I could see well-off weirdo going probably either way because you might not need the money. I think the truth is out there really wants you to go there.
I agree.
I think Kathy Bryce's boyfriend would probably mean that you don't want to do anything that's going to limit your time with her, and probably student of Hector Torres around the same thing, but less so. But, you know, also, he probably taught you to do some good, so that one could probably go either way.
Yep, so that's a difficult one.
I mean, you don't have to do it now. We can just stack all these up and leave them as you kind of debate this.
Okay. I don't suppose there are any other scenes to go on while this is sort of moment is frozen in time.
Not really. I mean, Tabby's inside the house, and Kitlin's soon to come back to this place.
Okay, I think Eddie will go with them in the end.
Right.
As to what ships go with that, I'm not entirely certain on.
All right. So are we saying that the conspiracy theorist side makes you want to dig into this deeper? Truth is out there.
Yep, that too.
Well-off weirdo because you're a weirdo and you might get accepted here.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you bringing up any information about Kathy Bryce or Hector? Or your life as general? Are you going to ask them any questions?
I think Kathy Bryce might actually work in his favor because he might try to use them to remedy the vampire situation.
All right. No, that goes up there. Hector Torres.
Again, that's hard to place for me. So I'm thinking he would.
Oh, then let's go to the other person who knows about Hector Torres.
Tabby.
Tabby.
Yeah, Tabby. What do you think would be Hector Torres's opinion on this situation? To go or not to go?
Heather.
Oh, do we have a Heather? Have we lost a Heather?
Steph. Do we have a Steph?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right. Do you know what happened to Heather?
No.
You did. So she may have had to go do something.
Hi, did I mute myself?
Yes.
Yes, apparently.
No, actually I didn't. The power blipped at my house and the internet went out for a minute. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I sort of missed that whole conversation because I was without internet. What I'm thinking is that Hector would be for this because these are people that could potentially be either an enemy or an ally, depending on how you played it. So it would be a gathering information kind of thing. That's what's coming up in Heather's head.
Okay.
All right. Congratulations. You have 5 chips to go.
Sweet.
Go and do this.
Enjoy.
It's the most Eddie's had in a while. Eddie says, cautiously, all right, yes. I'll do this.
So, Tabby, you see Eddie out there talking to the people.
I come up to the window. Eddie?
That's your friend. Fake name, which I don't remember.
It's okay.
I don't remember
Tabby.
what fake name she gave either.
Yeah, he goes, there's like, I'm guessing that's not your actual name since we couldn't find anything about it. Pretty good fake ID.
She sort of bows a little bit.
Are you actually going to tell us your story, or Do you
Why
leave
do you
us
want to know?
guessing?
Why do you want to know?
It might be my job to know.
Just a citizen.
Citizen of what?
The city.
The city. Citizen of China?
Does she have dual citizenship?
Up to you.
Yeah, probably she does. A while ago.
Ah. He starts speaking Chinese.
How
He
good
speaks
is it?
really. He speaks fairly good Chinese. Like
How good is his accent?
his accent is passable. Like it's definitely an American speaker. It sounds like it's a professional accent, like there. And he's basically asking like, but which do you serve most? Is what he asks. Eddie, you understand that too.
Yep.
I serve both.
One
Why?
cannot have two masters.
I don't. I serve both.
By definition, that is serving two masters.
If you see it that way.
Keep your nose clean. We won't have any trouble. And with that, he sort of puts his hand on Eddie's back and starts, gently guiding you to the car as kind of a we have places to go kind of thing.
Where are you taking my friend?
Classified.
It's okay, Tabby. I know what I'm doing.
Be careful.
Always am.
Be careful.
Stay. Get in the car. Car lights up. Car starts driving away. Say a few moments later is when Kitlin goes up. So, yo, what's up, Kitlin? Kitlin,
Yeah.
you arrived back. Tabby, are you staying around?
Uh-huh.
I mean, Eddie was the one who has the car, so.
Yeah, I guess I'm
Kitlin.
sticking around because I don't have a car.
You
I
show
also
up.
want to hotwire Eddie's car.
Fox looks around. I'm
There's
assuming
a
it's
tabby leaning against the door.
of a trash shop.
It's
not really
rifle.
trashed.
It is a rifled-through shop. It is not trashed.
Okay.
Like, things are a little out of order. Like, you have a feeling that Maddie or her brother is going to come in there and go, who is touching everything? Like, not like, what the hell did you do to my store? It's like that kind of thing. Understand?
Okay.
Yeah,
Caitlin
you're not
goes and
doing
sits
anything.
down next to Tabby and looks up at her, tilts her head to the side.
Kitlin gets ear scratches, as always. Where'd you go? Tabby's giving the fox ear scratches. All of the ear scratches. Steph?
The fox chews on her tail.
Okay.
And then slips inside the shop.
Okay.
She kind of tries to nose things back into place.
They are too high for you to do that as a box. I mean, you can probably do the things on the bottom shelf that were rifled through.
Yeah, I'll work on the bottom for now.
Right. What are you two doing? Just sitting there in a silent shop.
Tabby is waiting for. Well, Tabby can climb back in through the window. She's done it.
She knocked more stuff out of the way.
Sorry.
A dirty look.
Tabby puts it back. I'm not as tiny as you, sweetheart.
Get little shift back and keep straightening up. So what happened?
Let's see. An evil ghost attacked Eddie. So I came in here looking for something, hopefully to defend it. Help defend him against the thing. You know, salt or something.
In a shop that sells fake new age
Salt.
stuff.
Salt is used in a lot of movies. People might not actually believe that it works.
Okay. Is there like a wall of herbs, like jars of herbs and stuff over in the shop somewhere?
Yeah, probably.
Kitlin walks over to it and then points to the jar of salt and says, "You mean like this?"
No, there's no salt. Well, there are like little tiny pendants with salt in them, like little kind of jars with salt, and the caps have been glued on, like 3 grains in each.
Okay.
$25. They are good luck charms blessed by a holy man. Yes, of course.
Oh, okay.
Crickets chirp.
Sorry,
Eddie,
Uh-huh.
Eddie.
take him away.
The government people came back, and I guess they, he went with them of his own accord, so guess he has some kind of plan, that crazy-haired weirdo, but,
What government people?
The government people. The people that took... The people that Sterling attacked. Those government people came back and smooth-talked Eddie into coming with them.
No, they're too busy trying to clean up.
Clean up what?
I may have knocked a few things over.
What did you knock over, dearie?
A police station.
Womp womp.
Oh, you know, the usual. File cabinets, lamps, computer.
Where did you knock these things over?
Nowhere important.
Where did you knock these things over, Kitlin?
You're not the boss of me.
Huh? No, I'm not. I just like to know what my friends have done. That's all. Need to know who to add to the list of people coming after us.
I helped.
What did you help do? Did you go break out Sterling?
I helped Sterling help himself.
Good job? Did anyone see you? Well, recognize you, rather.
I don't think so.
Okay, where's Sterling?
I'm not his keeper.
Well, and here I am trying to be. Oh, well. So Sterling is Lord knows where. Eddie's gone off with weird government people. Parvis is probably hiding in a pile of trash somewhere. Okay, this has gotten weird.
No one saw my face.
You, Oh, okay. Forgot that's a useful trick both of us have. Sort of. Yours is better than mine.
What hair color did you have?
Brown.
Anything else you guys want to say? Talk about?
Not really.
No, not really.
There's a Mary signed on, so. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Mary. You okay?
Yes.
You sound
Was
very
it
small.
crazy and
Yes.
horrible?
Oh my god. There were these children, and they were running around the store and knocking things over and screaming. And not like the giggly kind of scream, like the full on, there may be a demon chasing me screaming.
Speaking of
Maybe a demon chasing?
maybe a demon chasing, Eddie beat the ghost.
What?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you
He
went up.
kicked Ghost ass. It was beautiful.
Well, I guess there is no longer something strange in our neighborhood. Who are you gonna call? Eddie Denton!
Then Eddie did an action that got him 5 chips.
Yay. What did you do?
Eddie went with the Illuminati.
Oh, Eddie.
Alright. So, I'm going to get back to Eddie for a second, because Tabitha and Kitlin seem to not know what to say, so we are pulling away into Eddie's car ride. So, one of the guys gets a phone call. It's up, Agent Smith. Really? Escaped. There was another? All right. We will get back to you. Got Eddie, you're sitting in the back seat. They're in the front seat. And I turn back and go, so your mage friend got away, wrecked a police station, terrified a few cops. Apparently, he was helped by a brunette who mysteriously turned into a fox. Another one of your friends?
Do I have to? Maybe.
I mean, you don't have to answer, but that shows you don't trust us. And how are we supposed to trust you with, I don't know, say, beyond top secret level information if trust doesn't go both ways?
Well.
And one guy goes, look, you're here. Look, it's like the mage wasn't a target. He wasn't, you know. Yes, Eddie doesn't know any brunettes, but turned into a fox. Anyway, so.
Well, she's actually a redhead.
Ah. Okay. All right. Is she dangerous?
No.
Is the mage dangerous?
I don't think so.
All
I
right.
haven't known him for very long.
Well, I suppose we can just put him on long-term surveillance and make assessments from there. Admittedly, with your cooperation, you'll probably be able to make sure that he at least stays out of our system. And maybe if the police pick him up again, we can get him off with a little warning, so long as, well, certain things are established. How does that sound to you, Mr. Denton?
That sounds good.
All right. So. So do you know why that, why that big thing was after you?
No.
No clue. I mean, usually they'll wander around, and if they find a person, they don't pay them any attention. Sometimes a person does something, it can get enough to them to take a swipe at it. People don't know to dodge. You were dodging pretty well, almost like you could see what was happening. And you then used what is that? An Indian dream catcher?
I
To
guess.
repel it.
Yeah.
And it looks at you. You don't look like you've got any native blood in you.
No, not that I know of.
All right. And we've been in that shop. That shop doesn't have, well, anything really of note. It's a curio shop. I mean, some of the people, I think, walk into it, give off a vibe, and, you know, that guy seemed like he does it, but...
Huh.
Yeah. So it was odd to see you be able to repel it with, well, absolutely nothing. I mean, we can hand the agency can hand basically anyone, like, you know, a talisman that's been created by, you know, our boys in the lab, and it can get rid of most things. In fact, the guy kind of reaches down, he pulls out what looks to be like a really weird, like, radar gun, like a cop would use to, like, get someone on radar.
Uh-huh.
He's like, this thing usually is able to drive most of them away when they, you know, get there. It emits vibes and things they don't like. But having someone with the ability to just do stuff like that, or to just, you know, see them without having to, you know, he holds up the shades. It's like, use one of these filters. That's something special. Admittedly, when we use these filters, they normally don't see us, but anyway, I'm talking too much. So, what can you do, Mr. Denton?
Yeah, I can see the ghosts and talk to them. If sometimes, not all the ghosts talk back.
All right. Okay, that's interesting. All right. And the guy goes, what you need to know about this agency is we work in specialized teams, usually teams of 2. Sometimes there can be teams of more. Sometimes there's lone individuals, usually broken down into several different segments based on how people react and how people have their talents. It's like, we are not really people who tangle that very much with supernatural things. We are more the guys that get called in when someone needs to investigate about what's going on. Are you asking any questions?
Yes. So, one of the ghosts that I talked to actually had noticed you guys. He said he hides whenever you're around because you use devices to, like, suck up ghosts and take them, and they don't see him again.
Oh. Well, that's not usually our deal.
Yeah?
Yes, they may have proton packs. Probably not actual proton packs, but...
It's Ghostbusters! Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Sorry.
Anyway. No, well, let's see. We have several teams. We are O&R. Any guess what O&R stands for?
Operations and reconnaissance?
Close. Observe and report.
Oh, okay.
There are B&T teams, and there is R&D. Any guess what those are?
I'm guessing research and development, and I don't know the other one.
Bag and tag.
Yep.
Okay.
Bag and tag. There's a few other teams that get brought in for things. usually the bag and tag are the boys who go out and they can tangle with anything, bring it in for the boys in R&D to cut it up, work with it, figure out how it ticks, figure out how we, as the government, can better protect you,
What?
the citizen. What?
All right, I'm not participating in this.
Heather?
Sorry, I forgot to mute the mic. I apologize.
Everything okay?
Yeah, we're good. My brother's just going to sleep and wants me to be quiet. We're good.
All right.
Continue with your episode of Buffy.
So, observe and report, bag and tag, R&D. The boys in R&D make things that that help us, the government, protect you, the citizen, from everything else.
But,
Basically.
like, I've never heard of you guys.
Exactly. Guy reaches in and he
Can Eddie say something?
yeah, sure.
It's like, so what are you guys? The the Men in Black? Is there a red button in here I should know not to press?
No. Nothing like that. But admittedly, those kind of films were put out into the what's it called? Into the consciousness to help let's just say keep down, because anytime someone reports something crazy, well, it just seems like they've been watching too much Men in Black.
Huh.
Guys, give you that. It is a card with that symbol on it. Do you see the symbol?
Yes.
We're a branch of the NSA. We are the paranormal research and investigations into paramilitary research investigations into supernatural matters. That is our official title. However, you will not find our official title on any paper. In everything else, we are into special matters. Now, I'm going to give this to you, Mr. Denton. I'd like you to know that I know I've just given this to you. If there is a leak that gets found out where you put this out online and try to spread it to your friends, you will be in a whole lot of trouble. You understand?
Yes.
Because the last thing we want to do is to let people know that there are things out there that want to hurt them. Because if they know, they'll panic. They'll start hurting innocent people. And also, you'll probably start everything that wants to hide from the hide from like all of us. Everything that lies low will no longer have to lie low. Because what would you think if I were to if everyone knew that there were actual vampires out there who fed off of blood?
Huh.
Do you think that the vampires would try to keep themselves as hidden as they do?
I guess not.
Nope. Far as we can tell, there's a whole lot more of us than there are of them, and that's what scares them. Well, that and nuclear weapons. We are really good at nuclear weapons.
Yep.
So, we do what we can to make sure that humanity has an edge, and humanity has something to look into it when things go really terrible. And admittedly, it seems like some of the things have existed for at least long enough to somewhat enter into popular culture, like Dracula, and probably even those new Twilight books, although they're more propaganda than other things. Look, all you need to know right now is that we're looking for people like you. Do you think that this is something that you'd want to do?
This is interesting.
We've given you enough information here that you could very easily cause a whole lot of problems for the people we work for at the NSA. We don't want that. But before we start taking you even deeper, you need to know what you're getting into, because we don't want to bring people who aren't prepared. If you don't want to do this at all, we drop you off somewhere, take you home, you have a nice life, and we don't fucking bother you ever again.
And yeah.
If we drop you off like that and you start kicking a fuss up about us, well then, you get bothered. Trust me, I've seen people a lot smarter than you get fully discredited by the people that I work for. I don't want that to happen to you, man. Just being serious. People with a whole lot better reputations have been made to look like utter crackpots.
Huh.
They kind of pull the car, like, to a parking spot on the road, or on the side of the road. So, Mr. Denton, what's your choice?
Eddie says, all right, well, if I do say yes, then what division would I be in?
Probably O&R for right now. We don't have any bag and tag up here. You might be coming along with us to work for some stuff. We might be taken out. We might be able to set you up and possibly, I don't know, a few of your friends if they're interested in the area, just to report to us to see what's going on. Oh, you don't happen to know anything about a giant fucking bird?
Internally, damn it. Eddie doesn't lie. Not well, anyways. Define anything about define no and define bird.
they both stop and they turn and they give you the look of, we are not amused. Is this a friend of yours?
Sort of, yes.
Okay. Did he blow up a... He blew up a ship.
No, those were not friends of mine.
But he was present at the destruction of... And they say the name of the ship.
He was there fighting the people who actually blew it up. I know.
Okay.
I was also there.
Is he looking for a job?
Possibly. You'd have to ask him.
I think you'd be best to make the approach. You're a friend. Admittedly, we only approached you because it didn't look like anyone you knew was in our ring. So the circle of trust has been expanded to you, Mr. Denton.
Okay, so out of character. I'm pretty convinced Eddie wants to say yes to this because Eddie is self-aware enough to know that if he says no, he will not be able to stop himself from blabbing on about this. And he will be in trouble.
Even if he says yes, he's going to have to stop himself from blabbing about it.
Yes. But there will be other present reasons to not do that. And he says, all right, I'm in.
Excellent. We're going to take you to our hotel room. We're going to talk to you more in detail about what's going on. All right?
Okay.
You start the car, they pull up, and you're eventually taken to a hotel room. Congratulations, Eddie. That is at very least a minor milestone.
Cool.
You can change one of your aspects to represent your thing, or you can you're working with Prism now, or you can change one of your something else. I don't know. We'll discuss this afterwards. Anyway, Sterling, Mr. Sterling.
Yes.
You were in a sewer when last we
Yeah.
left.
Yeah,
Where did you go from here?
I went back to Tabby's apartment.
Tabby's apartment. All right. No one is at Tabby's apartment.
I'm still in leg shackles. I smell like a sewer. I just want to go home, man. I just want to go somewhere where the police can't find me.
Chinatown is probably one of the best spots for that.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
All right.
Well,
Tabby, are you going to go back to your apartment?
Well, I'm hanging with Kitlin.
Caitlin's gone to bed.
Okay. Tabby will head back to her apartment, which means she has to hotwire Eddie's car.
I mean, you could
Or
call
take
it,
the subway.
or you could call a taxi or something.
Or an Uber. Well, yeah,
or
she...
Lyft.
Or Lyft. Yeah, she'll call a taxi from the shop phone because she doesn't have one right now.
Yeah. So, Tabby, you get in. There is a Sterling in your apartment.
A very pissed Sterling.
Get your sewer-covered boots off my kitchen floor.
It's linoleum tile. They'll survive. Nonetheless, he takes off his shoes.
They go over there, and she points to the boot rack, thing by the door.
He just
Over
tosses them there.
She goes and gets a bucket and a mop.
I'm using your shower.
Go ahead.
He goes.
Run the water and soap really good down the drain when you get done. You hungry?
You just hear like this unintelligible grunt that somehow conveys frustration and rage and exasperation and somehow hunger.
Okay. Tabby will start making dumplings.
The dog is gonna wander around your feet while you do such.
The dog will conveniently find little bits of food on the ground for it.
Nice. The dog knows the song of its people. Shower is done. Sterling wanders out in a towel. His clothes are wrecked.
Hold on. I'm going to go to Tabby's closet and declare that she has a t-shirt and a pair of sweatpants.
Sure.
And her and Sterling are both roughly the same stick figure shape. She tosses them at Sterling.
Oh, Sterling's built like a bodybuilder at least.
Eh.
They're a little tight on him, but it works.
Yeah. Best I've got at the moment.
What does the t-shirt say on it?
It's a quote from the original Karate Kid movie.
Nice, he's keeping it.
It's the wax on, wax off quote.
He's keeping it.
Gonna give my shirt back, right?
Nope.
That was a birthday present.
It's mine now. So Tabby, Kitlin and I had an interesting time together. Do you know what we did?
Let's see. Kitlin says she knocked over trash cans and bumped into a couple of computers, and she helped you help yourself to break out of jail.
Yeah.
Am I off at all?
Just a little bit. I broke out of jail.
I realize that.
Do you know how much trouble I'm in?
Yes, I know how much trouble you're in, and you've decided to come back to my place, bringing your trouble and your sewer-covered boots into my apartment.
Because I got into this mess because I was trying to help you out.
We were doing just fine. They had made us all right. I had a way of making us disappear, but you didn't give me a chance to do that. You flew off half-cocked. Have we learned something from this little adventure, Mr. Sterling?
Yes, I've learned that you are going to help me get out of this. Tabby, how adept is your family at bribing the police?
The question isn't how adept they are at dealing with the police, Mr. Sterling. It's what you're willing to trade for our assistance.
If it's not against one of the laws.
No, we follow the laws as closely as you do.
If what they want me to do isn't against one of the laws. I've got a whole bag of tricks that they can pick from.
You'd have to make a deal with my grandfather.
Cross that bridge when we get to it. And the sooner we get to it, the better.
We can get to it rather quickly.
Do we have to get to it while I'm wearing yoga pants and a Karate Kid t-shirt?
You said you wanted to keep the t-shirt.
Yeah, it's rad, but I don't want to wear it till...
Would robes be better?
What kind of robes?
Whatever Parvis has lying around in his apartment.
I'm not wearing a bathrobe.
Oh, why don't we take you downstairs to your stuff and you can get into something more comfortable?
Yeah, sure.
Admittedly, actually, I think you probably have your stuff in his stuff in your apartment.
Oh, okay, then scratch that. I would have given him clothes from his shit and
Okay.
not my Karate Kid t-shirt. Do I find a similar Karate Kid t-shirt in his stuff?
No.
Yeah, sure. No.
Okay.
He's got a lot of drag queen
Yes.
shirts for whatever reason, but
See the dragon.
no, drag queen.
No, I said you're going to go see the dragon.
Awesome. He dresses reasonably nice. He puts on the good jeans.
Which means she has to go get another burner phone from under the bed.
Oh, GM, can I have a refresh?
Yes.
Do please.
I don't know if you heard what Steph said, but it was hilarious.
F say.
We're off to see the dragon, the wonderful dragon of Chinatown.
Oh, I love you, Steph.
Oh, Sterling's the scarecrow because he doesn't have a brain.
Yep.
No, in fact, all right. That's the difference between the movie and the books. In the books, the Scarecrow was the smartest of all of them. The Tin Man was the most emotional and caring of all of them, and the Lion was the bravest of all of them. Higher book.
They reversed it in the film.
Not it. Everyone still wanted it. Like the Scarecrow was like, I have no brain, therefore I am stupid. But he's the smartest one. Tin Man is like, I have no heart, therefore I cannot feel, and I do not have emotions. Thus, I must be very careful not to hurt anyone else's feelings.
You all need to watch Tin Man, but that's for another day.
Yes, I've seen Tin Man. It's passable at best.
I like it, so you can't borrow it.
The lion jumps out and is just the lion's like, I am a lion and I am powerful and strong, and it's like he's like, no, I need courage because I am sometimes scared while I'm doing this. It's just like, oh god. It's like to illustrate the point, the Tin Man is rusted, and they just had used the oil can like several pages ago to unrust him. He comes across this thing and this problem, and because he sees a problem, he starts crying, and thus he starts rusting again and cannot move. All right, Dorothy and the Tin Man have no clue what's going on, and the Scarecrow's the one who just grabs the oil can and oils him.
It's gonna be okay, bro.
Anyway.
So we're off to see the dragon.
As I said, Tabby's gonna call ahead.
Oh my god, we even have a Toto with us. Dumpling.
That would make you more Dorothy.
Yeah.
All right. No, Dumpling is Toto. You can be the lion, though. I think if we're doing this,
Eddie's the lion. Look at that mane.
no, Caitlin is definitely the lion because she turns
Aw.
into an animal, and she's the only one who went into the stronghold of Legion while everyone else was.
Yep. Does that
Okay.
make Eddie the Scarecrow?
No, Sterling's the scarecrow.
Eddie can be the Scarecrow. Now we should make Tabby the Tin Man.
The poor
The
Sterling's
old
left
woman
out.
who and actually that fits because Tabby has this cold demeanor, but she actually cares about everyone.
And
Yep, she does.
Sterling's got magic shoes, I guess.
Sterling's got magic
Yeah.
and a little dog too.
Woof.
and is known for killing lots of witches.
Yeah. This is true.
And
Okay, we're off to see the dragon.
so yes. Are you calling first? Because remember, it's the middle of the night.
Oh. Okay, then Tabby would say we should probably wait until the morning. If I wake my grandfather up, I could be in deep trouble. And we don't want a grumpy dragon.
Well, I mean, I've seen how well that worked out for the hobbits. So, yeah.
You can crash here if you like.
All right, Sterling takes the couch.
There isn't a couch. No, there is.
There is no couch.
No, there's a couch.
He takes the couch.
You see Tabby. Tabby sleeps in one of those long night shirts. And before she lies down to go to sleep, you see her kneel in front of an altar and whisper a prayer in Chinese, and then go to sleep.
Sterling's going to take a peek at what that altar is.
I know Mary's seen a lot of anime, so it looks like one of those altars to a deceased relative in anime.
Yep.
It has, the incense burner, it has the image of the person, and it has, like, things that belong to them placed around it. It's very simple, but very important.
All right. So, Mr. Eddie, as they're doing that, I'm going to go back to you for a bit.
Okay.
So, you are basically brought up to the hotel room. You are sat down. They start giving you the whole pitch. They start doing, they pull up a computer. They start running background checks on you. They start asking you a whole bunch of questions about your past. Does Eddie have any sort of criminal record sort of thing?
Yeah, it's going to be a no.
All right. Does he have any debts currently?
Nope. All weirdo.
All right. So with some other stuff, they're probably going to. This is like, all right, this is preliminary. You've passed our preliminary background check. You can probably get a security clearance, which is what you're going to need for this job. That's going to take some time. Admittedly, since you basically already know all most of the classified information that we want you to know right now, you can start immediately. It's government work, so it's paid at a decent amount because it's private government work. Yeah. It's. However, you are going to they are going to expect a high level of success. Also, they're going to expect that you don't work alone.
Okay.
These two guys are going to tell you that they're actually out of Pennsylvania. They're up here mainly because they don't have any agents to spare up here, but you could be an answer to the problems, and then they get to go home. So they're happy about that. Admittedly, they're willing to stick around. They're probably going to stick around a little bit to make sure that you get your feet under you. But they're going to ask you if you think you know anyone who might be willing to come in and be your partner. Or someone you would want to be your partner. They'll get a paycheck just like that. So, provided they can pass a background check with security clearance, they might even get some more information. If not, well, there have been times where, people have worked with partners who are just, there and mostly, they call them mushrooms. Is if your partner can't get a security clearance, they're a mushroom, which means they're kept in the dark and fed bullshit. They don't get to know what it is, and you're the primary contact. They also suggest that you not pick either the one who might be a possible Chinese agent because, well, they're a little sketchy about dual citizen people who haven't 100% proven themselves, and she just said she served 2 masters. They also are suggesting you don't bring in your girlfriend, who seems really nice and really unsuited for this. They also kind of they also are kind of like, you're not actually like cheating on your girlfriend with like the that other girl, are you?
No.
Right, good, because you said she was your girlfriend, and we saw you kind of arm in arm there, and that could be an issue.
That we had noticed you guys at that point, so that was an act to.
We assumed that at the time. We assumed that you made us, which is one of the reasons we were interested in you. Apparently, you were not clever enough to not give us your actual name. That's something you're going to have to work on. Admittedly, we're glad you messed up in that way because it made our jobs a whole lot easier. And after seeing what you can do, I mean, you're a good find.
I can manage to not tell people things, but I'm not really good at lying.
You're going to have to get better at lying, at least in some certain circumstances.
I'll try.
After all, a lot of our job is going to be convincing the people who don't believe that nothing is actually happening. I'm assuming you fancy yourself a truth teller, an exposer of the paranormal. You're going to have to stop that. From here on out, what you do with us is confidential. If you tell it to someone who does not have security clearance, that is considered an act of treason.
Understood.
All right. All right. Currently, you're just going to be on observe and report. If we need something done immediately, you might be moved. And you might be asked to see if you can bag and tag. We're not thinking that your abilities necessarily lie in that area, but I mean, sometimes people have to do things that aren't their own. I've seen observe and report teams have to act as in the field R&D when they can't get a team out there. Bag and tag does that routinely. Anyway, do you have any thoughts on who you would want to have as your partner, or do we need to try to go and find a talent somewhere else?
You had mentioned the bird earlier. I could ask him.
I mean,
we worked together in the past.
All right.
Yeah, I have a few ideas.
Very well. Okay, it's getting kind of late. We're going to need to put some rest in. Would you like us to get you a cab back to your place?
Yeah, because I don't have my car. It's back at the apartment where I fought the ghost.
That's fine. I mean, we can drop you off. We can have them drop you off there if you want to go get your car.
Okay, that works.
All right. So you get your car. Eddie, where are you going?
Let's see. I'm going to actually, wait, are Kitlin and Tabby still there?
No.
Okay. Don't have phones, I can't call them.
Yeah, you just destroyed your phone.
Time to go buy another temporary phone.
I mean, I'm assuming now you can get a permanent phone. Because the government's not going to like this. I destroy my phone every so often. It's like, we're the government. We're already watching you. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't like the government watching me. You're an NSA agent. Like,
Well, since it's late at night, I don't think he's going to be purchasing a new smartphone and plan for the Verizon store.
No.
So he's just going to use a payphone, I guess. Call Tabby.
how?
Call Tabby's apartment
All right.
landline.
All right. You're able to go. And mainly, you're probably going to have to go back to your own house in order to do that because there are no more payphones. Really.
Okay.
They just straight up don't exist anymore.
Eddie will just drive to Chinatown then.
Oh, you're not going to your apartment?
No.
All right. All right. That will be noted. All right. So, Tabby, you get a knock on your
I'm
door.
not going to see Kathy. Is this after I'm already in bed?
Probably.
Or are we still getting ready for bed?
It might be just as you've gotten into bed.
She will groan and go answer the door. She's ignored it one too many times to have it be her angry aunt to ignore knocks at the door at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Sterling's gonna go duck into the bathroom.
Wimp.
All right.
Tabby is checking the peephole before opening the door.
It's Eddie. Everyone knows it's Eddie.
It's Eddie. Door opens. Eddie's grabbed and dragged inside.
Why'd you grab me?
Eddie is getting a pat down to make sure he doesn't have a wire or anything funky on him.
Sterling comes back out.
Because you went off with crazy government men. I'm making sure that they didn't crazy you in some way.
He did what now?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brandon.
Yes.
Can I have a compel?
What for?
Crazy government men.
No.
Aww.
Well, actually, yes, you can. You are terrified of the crazy government men.
Woohoo! He's one of fucking them now.
I don't know.
Look.
What happened, Eddie?
I talked to them, okay? And Sterling, they don't really care about you. You just sort of up and attacked them, so they arrested you.
Oh, that's what they want me to think.
What?
That's what they want me to think, isn't it?
Well, I guess technically. And they did tell me that they knew that you escaped also.
Are they tracking me?
I don't think so.
How are they tracking me?
They're not tracking you.
How are they tracking me?
Sterling?
God damn it. I am the paranoid one here. You don't get to take my gig.
Yes, I
Sterling.
do. How are they tracking? What?
Sterling!
What?
They could have people at the police station. They could have allies in high places. All right, they did show up as government men in the police computer.
And now they got a fucking ally
Okay.
in your living room.
I'm well aware of that.
Who's to say that this is actually Eddie and they haven't replaced him with a robot?
Who's to say this isn't a pod
Eddie?
person?
Catherine's favorite ice cream.
Since when have we eaten ice cream together? That's a trick question.
Catherine's favorite TV show.
Eddie would know that.
Roll me scholarship.
Okay. Actually, oh yeah, okay. This will still be a scholarship roll, but I'd like to declare that it's the Bachelorette.
All right.
It's Eddie. So it's Eddie.
Yes. I'm me, damn it.
We just had to be sure. Hence the pat down. I'm sorry. Can you tell us anything?
Look, I couldn't just not do something, okay?
Okay.
I had to learn the truth.
So you fucking join them.
And these people might be able to help Catherine with the vampire situation since we seemingly can't do anything about it. Too busy getting arrested by cops and
Enough.
boats.
Oh, fuck you.
Enough, both of you. Enough. Okay. Eddie. I want you to be careful about what you are doing. You're friends with the supernatural. So just be careful. Sterling?
Have you seen this hair?
I'm starting to like the hair. Sterling?
What?
I want you to be careful too. You're in a bit of trouble, and I want to try and help you with it. We don't want to get in any more trouble. If we have somebody in our group that is working for these people, then we need to be very careful and not get ourselves even more noticed. Which is what we were going to need to do anyway. But now we have someone that might be able to keep us protected in a way. But she turns to Eddie. I'm not going to want to endanger you or make you do anything that's going to cause you problems. This is your bailiwick dealing with them. Okay? Now, it's late. We should all get some sleep. Eddie, did you get a new phone?
No. I have time.
Okay. Hold on a second. Tabby gives him one of her burners. Here you go. One of my spares.
Okay. But if they're monitoring me, this is going to look awfully suspicious.
It's a burner phone. Use it until you can get a new one.
Okay.
I'm about as bad on phones as wizards are.
All right.
Sterling's staying here with me tonight. You should probably go back to Catherine. Make sure she's okay. Unless you want to crash here and have her have ideas.
Bad ideas. Yep, got it. I'm going back to Catherine's.
Mm-hmm. Let her force you to watch her favorite season finale.
Oh, jeez.
We've seen it at least 7 times. Maybe more.
I'd rather go back to face the Illuminati.
I know. I'd rather face one of Hector's Master Tor's training sessions, but we can't all have what we want.
What's a season finale?
I'll explain that later. Eddie, be careful, okay? You're starting to grow on me.
They make a solve for that. It'll be
Shush,
clear, right?
GM.
Really?
Shush. Eddie, we'll talk tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Just be careful.
Yeah, Eddie leaves.
All right.
Sterling retreats to the couch with the dog.
The season finale, Sterling, is the end of a year-long run of a TV show.
Okay, I
And
don't
they
care.
wrap everything up. Are you all right?
Not really.
Tabby sits on the floor in front of the couch.
Dumpling kind of stares at you. He's wagging his tail. He's happy.
Tabby offers her hand to the puppy.
Like,
She starts scratching him behind the ears, then down the back, then around the leg.
he
gets
loves
the
you.
tummy.
He loves you so much.
She
Screw
gives him a
Sterling. He loves you
good.
so much. Who's Sterling? Sterling is meaningless. You are a new master. Sterling sort of nudges the dog back to his own lap.
Sorry.
That's my fucking dog.
I'm not trying to, but it seems to go for anyone that gives him a belly rub. I've been spending too much time with Caitlin.
He's a little whore is what he is.
So Eddie, you
Cute
get back.
little whore.
Catherine is actually asleep, so you're able to slip in without too much notice. She does kind of wake up and ask you where you've been, and she seems concerned until she passes out again.
Okay.
What a woman.
It's late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, apparently.
Right.
And it's after 11, Brandon.
Yes. After 11, I'm going to do one final scene on this, and then we'll wrap it up. All right?
Okay.
I'm going to give Sterling an actual scene because Sterling wants to fix this, doesn't he? Or was there something you want to do, Travis?
Well, he's
Nope.
gonna damn well try.
Nope. Eddie's going to bed.
He's
Alright.
gonna fuck it up again, but he's gonna try.
Sterling, fuck up away.
Yay.
So the next morning, Sterling and Tabby will be up there because I'm sure Catherine will want to talk the hell out of Eddie's ear because government agent.
Yes. Yes.
So, Sterling, you are brought into a room. There are plenty of people sitting and waiting. There are always new people. There is a curtain that separates them from a back room. There is a woman in what looks to be Oriental priestess robes standing there. She nods at you and gestures you forward.
Do I recognize her?
Yeah. It's Aki.
Aunt. The aunt? Yeah.
Aki Yusa.
Tabby, bows as she normally would.
She nods.
Sterling kind of awkwardly nods his head in like sort of a half-assed bow. He's sort of taking leads from Tabby now. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Can we go in? Or should we wait in line?
She gestures you in.
Okay.
So, the dragon
Tabby turns to Sterling and says, "You need to do the talking, but be careful."
Sterling just kind of nods.
Morning, grandfather.
Tabitha, so good to see you. Has a seat. You have brought me someone.
I have brought you a new acquaintance. Someone who is shown he can be useful if he keeps his head on his shoulders, but has wound himself up in a tad of trouble, and was wondering if for fair exchange you might help him out of it. Then Tabby turns to Sterling, leaving the conversation up to him now, because she's just done the introductions.
Sterling nods his head.
And Tabby would also, gesture for him to sit down as she is, she would wait for her grandfather to tell him to sit. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, the grandfather has gestured for you to sit as you come in.
Both of them?
Yes.
Okay. Then Tabby would gesture for him to join.
He takes a seat. You can call me Sterling. I'm an acquaintance and I suppose sometime partner of Tabby's. Now, I guess. We've been in some scraps together.
Partner. He looks at Tabby with a raised eye. What?
Not that kind, grandfather.
Business partners, sir.
Business. She eyes him again, like...
He came looking for information. He came looking for information to try and figure out what happened to the clever rat.
And you told him of my friend? Putting my friend in danger?
No. Before I told him anything of your friend, I made sure that no harm would come to this friend, as he had done nothing wrong, as he was as much a victim as the others she was looking for.
Is this man the reason that my friend does not come around as often?
No. No, it is the people that turned him that are the reason.
I see. And what do you have to say of the people who turned him, Mr. Sterling?
They are in violation of certain rules of the White Council, and as it is, my duty to bring them to justice.
Mm-hmm. And does this justice extend to the one who has my favor?
Who is that?
The clever rat.
No.
Good.
He has broken no laws.
Keep it that way, and we might be able to do business. Cross him or me, and you will not like the results.
I've already seen the results from crossing Tabby. I shudder to think of what it would be on you.
Looks up at Tabby as if to say, do tell.
Mary, what thing are you referring to? Me talking you into not hurting Serona? Okay.
Yeah, just the arguments.
She dared to try. He dared to go in guns blazing to have a conversation with someone who has proven their worth to me. I talked him down. Threatened him down, rather. Brendan?
He's just sitting there.
You told the story. You're not going into
That's fine.
much
That's
more
fine.
detail.
He's just sitting there and waiting for you guys to say something else.
Tabby will elbow Sterling gently.
I came here with a request. I'm in trouble with the mortal authorities right now.
You always bring someone in trouble with the police.
Something we're good at dealing with.
It's a talent.
I told him he would have to make a deal with you if he wanted help. Whether or not you agree to make a deal to help him, that's up to you. I simply provided the chance, not a guarantee.
Very well. I will give you the same deal I gave to the other.
The
Our
other?
help for your service.
As long as the service itself doesn't go against my laws. Especially waiting in those gray areas. I can give it to you.
What are your laws? Tell me of your laws.
Let me pull up the list.
As you go through them, he waves away. The laws of the White Council.
Yes.
You are a wizard, then.
Yes.
Very well. I will not have you do anything against their laws. This does not mean that I will not want you to, per se, kill someone. But I will never force you to use magic to do it.
I have other tools.
This does not mean I will not want you to change someone's mind. But I will never force you to do magic.
I can be persuasive.
Very well. Tabitha, I place him under your control.
All right.
You, if you are ever, to expect Sterling, you, if you are ever to find yourself in a situation, you may call upon me, and my team will extract you from it.
I'll keep that in mind.
If this meeting is done, then you may leave. If there is anything else, say it now. My time is very valuable.
I think we're done.
I think we are.
Tabby gets up and bows.
Sterling also bows, with less finesse.
All right. And I think that'd be game for this week.
Okay.
Yay.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to say this was a significant milestone. So everyone gets a point of skills.
Heather still hasn't changed her aspect from a previous milestone.
Probably do that.
I haven't known what to change it to, and I need advice from a certain somebody.
We will discuss that in due time. I'm going to stop the broadcast.